Welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Marvelous Monday. I'm Leslie Watkins. Hi, I hope you're well. Today I am going to do a daisy themed card because the daisies are blooming like crazy in the gardens right now, and they just look so pretty this morning that it inspired me to do something with daisies. So let me show you what we have. I'm using the Daisy Lane stamp set, also the Butterfly Gala, and I'm going to be using both the Daisy Punch and the Medium Daisy Punch, as well as the Butterfly Duet Punch. The butterflies are really starting to turn up en masse in the gardens now. They really look pretty. I also have the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I have the DSP from the Flowers for Every Season. And I'm going to use this pretty daisy pattern that's in the pack. Our color palette includes Just Jade and Bumblebee inks. And I also have the Just Jade ribbon. So I've got a length of that about, almost 2 feet. Probably won't use that much. And then I've already gone ahead and I've cut out this particular shape twice. And this is the one that is the largest one in the die set here. So I did that ahead of time. And then I have a number of pieces. So for the DSP I have 2 panels, and these measure 2.5 by 4. Then I've got a larger panel of the DSP, and this measures 5 by 3 3/4. Excuse me while I just check to make sure that we are transmitting here. And 3/4. There we go, okay. And then I have a piece of Just Jade, and this one measures 4 by 5 1/4. I've got some scraps of Bumblebee. And here's our card base. This is the Gatefold card configuration. So this is a piece of Whisper White thick, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11, and it is scored at 2 3/4 from either end. And that just comes together like that in the center. I've got a white envelope, and I've got some scrap pieces of Whisper White here. Okay, so let's get started. To begin with, I think we'll get some stamping done. So the Daisy Lane stamp set has both the larger daisy image as well as the medium one, and then it's got this pretty little stem and this fern, which I like very much. Okay. Now I'm just going to stamp a couple of these using my bumblebee. I'm not sure yet how many we're going to use, but I'll just print a couple of extras just in case. There we go. And while we have the ink pad out, I'm going to use my dauber, and I'm just going to increase the color of the centers of these little flowers. And it doesn't matter if you go outside the line because we're going to be punching those shapes out. That in there. These punches are so great. They are just the quick and easy way to add something really special to the cards. I think I've got every single punch you can have. And I just really like them. They're very heavy, very solidly made, and super useful. And I think they're a big time saver. I think with just a small collection of some nice punches, you could do a lot. And this is the plain Whisper White, not the thick Whisper White. So the card base is the thick, and this is just the regular. I guess I could have punched these out ahead of time to save some time for us, but I didn't think of it. There we go. Okay, so now we have our pretty daisies, and we're going to be stacking those up. And let's do our butterfly. So I think I kind of like this one because I like that it's going to have a lot of color on there. And these stamps are set up so that you have both the big butterfly and the little butterfly on one stamp, so it makes it really easy to punch them out. didn't come out so well. Let's do it again. There we go. They're so pretty. The top wing has a little leaf design in it. Okay, there we go. So now all we have to do is assemble. Let's move these things out of the way. Okay, so the way I've designed this is to put these little panels on the inside of our gatefold like so. So I'm just going to glue those down with the liquid glue. Can you see what I'm doing? I think my camera is a little closer than it needs to be today. I'll have to adjust that. I like this, the design on this DSP. It seems very retro to me. It's sort of a 50s style curtain pattern, which is kind of fun. There we go. Then we want to make sure we give that a nice burnish to smooth the glue out. And then on the cover, what I'm going to do is glue this down first. Make sure that's nice and straight. With the liquid glue, you have the opportunity to move that around a little bit to get it just where you want it to be. There we go. Now, what I want to do is cut this in half. So this measures 5 1/4, so that's going to be 2 1/2 plus 1/8. So right there. And that actual measurement would be 2 5/8. And making sure I have my pattern lined up. Make sure this is all right side up. I'm going to place this on the card right against that edge. Like so. And the same for this one. Make sure that all lines up nicely. There we go. So there's the front of our card. So that's the base. Very cute, and you've got lots of room in here to write a nice little note. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make a kind of a belly band. Well, kind of a belly band. I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but you'll see. So I'm taking my ribbon and I'm bringing the tails off to the side, and I'm kind of evening them up. And then here, this is the bottom die cut, and this is wrong side up. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a piece of the tear tape right down the center and peel that backing away. And give that a little burnish to make sure that that tape is adhering well. And now I'm placing my ribbon right in the center there. And then I'm going to sandwich it between these two pieces. There we go. All right. So next we want to decorate. So I'm going to take my my daisies and I'm going to very gently just curl the petals. Now this is the regular cardstock, so you have to be careful not to tear the petals off. Otherwise you'll be doing he loves me not. And we don't want that for this particular project. And also the little ones. Now you might want to have some of them going the opposite way just to give it a little more dimension. So just keeping it kind of irregular. There we go. And now I'm going to use a combination of dimensionals and glue dots. So let me get my glue dots out, make sure I have plenty. Now I'm just going to take my medium daisies, put those right in the center, and then take that and just get that on there like so. Then I'm going to use my dimensional to adhere that down to my label. I'm going to make a smaller one over here. And tuck that underneath. And, oh, I forgot something with the butterfly. You also have this little piece for the body, so let's just add a body quickly to these butterflies. There we go. I'm not sure how many we're going to use, but while I have it out, I may as well get these ready for another project. There we go. Now, what I like to do with the butterflies is I put my thumbnail at the edge of the wing on either side of the body and just give it a little bend. Now, if you like, you can take your bone folder and just give the wings a little bit of a curl. There we go. And now I have got to open up a new box of glue dots. Except that it's stuck to my thumb. It's so warm here today that everything's sticking. Okay, and I'm just going to have him swooping down toward the flowers like so. Alright, so now you have your nice card, this area for your message, and then you have this beautiful little belly band that comes around and ties to the side. There we go. And I think we can add a little bit of these in color enamel dots. So I'm going to take the cinnamon cider ones and just put that in the centers of these flowers. And I'm going to put another one on the butterfly as well. There we go. So that's my project for today. This is the butterfly gatefold card. We can just trim these down a little bit. I'm leaving them a little bit long so that the recipient can tie it back up again if they choose. And one more thing, let's put a butterfly on the back of the envelope here. So what I'm going to do here is, first, I'm going to make sure that my stamp is nice and clean. And I'm grabbing a Post-it note, and I'm just going to cover up that little butterfly right there. Ink up my big one, remove the Post-it note, stamp my butterfly, now also in the set, in the set, there's also a pair of antennae. And this is where these tiny little blocks really come into play. There we go. And that is our card. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're staying cool in your craft rooms in a nice air-conditioned space. And I will see you on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. See you later. Bye.